Hello, I'm Gloria Peralta, the ambassador of Costa Rica to the World Trade Organization. I have been chairing the WTO agricultural negotiations since July 2020. These negotiations aim to make food and agricultural markets fairer, more competitive, and more predictable, while taking account of concerns such as equity among WTO members, food security, and the environment. Despite progress in some areas, lots more remains to be done in order to correct and prevent restrictions and distortions in world agricultural markets and ensure that the WTO rulebook remains fit for purpose in the years ahead. WTO members are also grappling with new challenges that affect how food markets function, such as the COVID-19 pandemic and more frequent and intense extreme weather events associated with climate change. In recent years, these challenges have undermined what was previously steady progress in reducing the numbers of hungry and malnourished people and set back prospects for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. This year, the WTO's 12th Ministerial Conference at the end of November will be an important opportunity for members to move ahead on shared objectives alongside the COP26 climate change talks that take place just beforehand and the UN Food Systems Summit in September. At the WTO conference, trade ministers can usefully deliver concrete outcomes on food and agriculture that will make positive changes to people's lives, as well as the charting a way forward for the future. Negotiators are currently pursuing talks on 7 separate agricultural negotiating topics, as well as looking at how to improve transparency in all areas. These topics include domestic subsidies for farm goods, including for important products such as cotton, restrictions on food exports, and the challenge of improving farmers' access to markets. Trade officials are also looking at rules governing the procurement of food for public stocks, safeguards for farm goods, and rules on measures that resemble export subsidies. In order to help WTO members to make progress in the negotiations in the run-up of the upcoming Ministerial Conference, I circulated a draft negotiating text at the end of July to help them engage in more focused negotiations with a view to achieving an outcome on food and agriculture at the conference. Although the text builds on the talks among WTO members to date, it does not seek to present a perfect solution to all issues. There are still big gaps between the negotiating positions of different members. The text seeks, therefore, to identify the middle ground on the help bring members' positions closer together. Trade officials will have to show flexibility if they are to be able to reach an agreement. This is not going to be an easy task. Time is short, and many issues are both sensitive and technically complex, but I have full confidence in the willingness of negotiators to demonstrate the necessary engagement to reach an agreement. I will do my best to help them achieve this goal. An outcome on trade in food and farm goods at the Ministerial Conference will not provide a comprehensive solution to all the issues at stake, but a significant step forward at the conference is critical to rebuilding trust, laying out a path forward, and galvanizing political engagement. More importantly, it will also help ensure the WTO effectively contributes to the COVID-19 recovery and lays the foundation for fairer and more sustainable markets for food and agricultural in the future.